The top 5 most ruthless leaders in World War II. Kicking off our list at number 5, we have Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. FDR led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, and his actions were nothing short of dramatic. One of the most ridiculous and bold moves was his decision to run for an unprecedented third term in 1940. No president before him had ever sought more than 2 terms, but with the looming threat of global conflict, Roosevelt argued that continuity in leadership was crucial. This decision sparked intense debate but ultimately paid off, as his leadership proved vital in coordinating the Allies' efforts against the Axis powers. His fireside chats, meanwhile, kept the American public informed and motivated, making him one of the most influential figures of the era. Coming in at number 4 is Benito Mussolini of Italy. Mussolini, the self-proclaimed Duce, had grand ambitions for Italy, dreaming of a new Roman Empire. But his war efforts were often bumbling and ineffective. One of the most ridiculous moments was his disastrous invasion of Greece in 1940. Convinced it would be a swift victory, Mussolini's forces were met with fierce resistance, and within weeks, the Italians were in full retreat. This blunder forced Hitler to divert German troops to bail out his floundering ally, delaying his plans for the Soviet Union. Mussolini's overconfidence and constant miscalculations turned Italy into more of a hindrance than a help to the Axis cause. At number 3, we have Winston Churchill, the indomitable Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Known for his rousing speeches and bulldog spirit, Churchill was also involved in some bizarre episodes. One of the most outlandish was Operation Unthinkable, a secret plan he devised in 1945 to potentially wage war against the Soviet Union right after Germany's defeat. Though never enacted, this plan highlights Churchill's deep distrust of Stalin and his readiness to take extreme measures to counter the spread of communism. His ability to lead Britain through the darkest days of the Blitz with sheer determination and oratory brilliance remains one of his most remarkable, yet sometimes controversial, legacies. Number 2 on our list is Joseph Stalin, the iron-fisted leader of the Soviet Union. Stalin's wartime actions were often brutal and bewildering. One of the most ridiculous and tragic decisions was the Great Purge in the late 1930s, where he systematically eliminated a significant portion of his own military leadership. As World War II approached, Stalin's paranoia led him to execute or imprison thousands of experienced officers, severely weakening the Red Army just when they needed strong leadership the most. This purge left the Soviet Union vulnerable when Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa in 1941, leading to catastrophic losses. Despite this, Stalin's relentless drive and the sheer resilience of the Soviet people turned the tide, culminating in the decisive Battle of Stalingrad, which marked a turning point in the war. And finally, at number 1, we have Adolf Hitler, the Führer of Nazi Germany. Hitler's actions during World War II were filled with some of the most infamous and ludicrous decisions in history. One of the most ridiculous was his obsession with Wunderwaffen, or wonder weapons. Hitler diverted immense resources to projects like the V-2 rockets and the Maus super heavy tank, believing these technological marvels would secure his victory. These projects were often impractical and plagued by technical issues, diverting critical resources from more effective military needs. Moreover, Hitler's micromanagement of military operations, often against the advice of his generals, led to disastrous campaigns such as the invasion of the Soviet Union and the Battle of the Bulge. His stubbornness and erratic decision-making contributed significantly to the downfall of the Third Reich. Thanks for watching till end. Remember to like, sub, and comment what we should do next.